Hey guys, it is me, Miss Marie TV, back once again today. I'm going to discuss some things that I've been learning. So keep watching, click subscribe. Alright, so for those who follow me on my Instagram or even my Facebook, you would know I fly a lot, especially like back home or different places. And during that time, I'm usually by myself. So I have a lot of time to think. A lot of time to think. And most of the time I'm by myself anyway because he travels a lot. So we're both like, hey, hi, bye, hi, or whatever. So I have a lot of time to think. Well, the other day while I was on the plane, I was like, let me write down some stuff or some things that as far as what I've learned. And I'm gonna go through the list of some things in which I've been going through and I've learned. These past few months, I've learned how to adjust. Well, stop. I am learning how to adjust because I'm still adjusting. I'm not gonna lie. And learning how to adjust takes everything. It takes being open. It takes adjusting or reevaluating what you always know. And that could be on so many levels. Adjusting to living with someone, adjusting to a new city, adjusting to a new job, adjusting to a new group of people. And for me, it's been all of the above. So I'm learning how to adjust. And there's some days where it's not pretty. I'm not gonna lie. But then there's some days where I'm like, look at me, girl, you doing it. You parallel parked with no issues. Just someone asked me the other day, it was like, how's it going? And I was like, well, to be honest, it's going better these past past 3 weeks. I've been getting my bearings, so it's been cool. I've learned to become more passionate in what I do. So Dumars always tells me you have to invest in yourself because no one's gonna bet on you like you bet on yourself. And so I'm getting to that point where, and whatever I put my hands on, it's always been whatever I put my hands on is gonna be good. But whatever I put my hands on, put my heart into it. So be more passionate, own it, invest in yourself. And it's something that he keeps telling me. Oh, it's like you set the market. So you set the market for whatever you want, however high that you feel that the respect that you deserve, that's how high. So the funny thing was, we was having this conversation and we're looking online and we see these girls selling these workout stuff. It was cute, but the little top was $50 and the pants was $50-$60. And so I was like, that's a lot of money, but people buying it because they set their market. They knew what they were worth, and so they didn't let anybody else go underneath that $50. So set the market, be passionate in what you do, and own it, take it and go. So I'm learning how to do that. I feel like the year of 30, 31 has really helped me to be more focused on me and what I want and how to best put it out there. This is a really, really serious one. I'm learning how to wait on God. I'm learning how to not help God, but allow him to do what he needs to do. Because many of us, we we need to do this, or we need to do that, trying to make all these little shortcuts. And not shortcuts where it's going to help benefit you, but shortcuts where you shouldn't be doing it. Always trying to cheat the system. God don't need no help. He don't need it. He asked me to help him build this earth. So I don't think he need me to help me do whatever else I need to do in my life. So I've been working on that because sometimes it's really hard when you have your eye on the prize on something that you really want, and it's not working out, and you're like, I got my faith in God, and then you're like, but if I did it this way, or if I did something shady because other people are doing it, you feel like, I finally get it, but it's not worth it in the end. And we all know that. So I'm learning how to be patient in so many ways and to wait on God and not to help him because he don't need my help. He don't. With that, I am learning how to fall back and let people chart their own course, even though I know more. I'm not gonna lie, I am the oldest. I have 2 younger siblings. So that bossy, I know more, I can't help it. It's just there. And so it's really, really hard for me to not be a know-it-all at all times and dictate other people's lives. Like, sometimes you have to let people do what they need to do. Sometimes you have to let people fall. Sometimes, no matter how much help that you can give somebody, if they don't want to help themselves, there ain't nothing that you can do. And I'm trying to learn that. You know, sometimes I just want to just give. And one of my friends be like, but bruh, you gotta, like, if they don't want it like you want it, then it's pointless. You're pouring money and energy and resources down a drain because that person doesn't want it. That person has to want it as bad or if not more than you. And so I'm just trying to fall back. You know, I'm like, yeah, because I ain't lying, my brothers will probably tell you, like, yeah, she always wants you, you gotta do it her way, yeah. I can't help it. Okay. This one, is one that I'm still learning. I'm trying to learn how to let people do for me. So I've been in different situations where I'm always like, you ask my friends, I love to do for people. I love to be the one, oh, I need this. I'm there for you. Oh, I need help with this. Oh, can you come visit me? Can you do it? I'm one to jump in and just do. Like, I just jump in, I just do. But there's been some times throughout this year where I just couldn't. And the fact that I had to let someone else help me was really, it was like, I don't know if it was pride, it was something, I don't know. And I ain't one of those people who be like, oh, you know, I'm poor, and somebody trying to buy me food or give me money, and I'd be like, oh no, my pride won't. No, boo, my Cash App is, like, come on now, I ain't that prideful. But there has been some moments where I'm like, oh no, I don't need help, knowing darn good well where I needed help. But I'm just so used to being able to do for myself, and it's just hard because my dad taught me, like, as a female, like, to be independent, to know how to do things. Like, I didn't have to worry about, oh, let me call someone up, or oh, let me call this guy and help me do it. I didn't have to worry about that. I am learning how to check up on people more. So this is what I'm learning. So I'm learning that everybody, what they give to you is very surface level. Unless you're really, really close to that person, it's really surface level. So I can be like, hey, how you doing? You be like, oh, I'm good. And you keep on moving. But actually, like, checking on that person, especially one-to-one, you learn things about people. You learn things that are beneath the surface level. So what I mean is, like, the past couple of years, I've been, like, really, like, I've had a really, really hard time. Like, I don't even want to discuss it here. It's been really bad, to the point where what I was going through was actually affecting my body, affecting my mental health. It was really, really bad. I was sick a lot. It was bad. Like, these last 4 or 5 months have been the best as far as my mental health, as far as my body. Everything's been the best I've had in 3 years. It's really crazy. Like, even my skin is like wow, this is what no stress and crazy foolishness will get you. Like, I even cut off my hair. So excited. But I have a friend, she's in medical school and whatnot, and we met and we were like kicking it cool. But when she moved away, like, our conversations kind of got really distant. And so we would talk maybe once every month or whatnot. And it was crazy because once I got out of my situation, I hit her up and I was like, hey man, you know what's going on? You know, sit and talk. And we're talking and I'm listening to her and I'm like, yo, like, all that time I've missed where you needed someone to reach out to, someone to talk to. And I just felt like I did her a disservice. But I had to explain to her, hurt people can't help people. Like, if you're hurt, if you're down, if you're broken, you can't help anybody. So I was explaining to her, I was like, I was down, I was hurt, I was broken. I could not help you, but I was always thinking about you. So with me addressing my issues, and I'm good now. I have more energy and time and everything to give to her. I can now reach out to her. Like, I reach out to her at least once a week, if not more, to send her like crazy stuff, like something funny. I'm a very goofy person, so it's really hard for me to get real serious all the time, because you'll say something serious and then I'll just come with a joke. But you know, I know she's going through a hard time, so I want her to like pick up her phone and be like, what? You know, just like laugh, like, you know, you had a hard day, be like, what? So I send her crazy memes all the time. But I have this other friend who does constantly check on me. Like, the past couple of years, like, I'm so glad that I've had this friend in my life, because I wouldn't even have to say anything. They would just notice I probably wasn't in the group chat, or I just haven't said anything in the past week, and they'd be like, hey, you ain't gotta respond. How are you doing? Just want to make sure you're good. And that was really, 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 really helpful. But another thing that is really good, what I've been learning, especially these past 2 years, is to have a very solid group of friends. My group of friends they're solid. Like, we talk every single day. I've never had anybody where I talk to every single day. And if somebody is not on there that day, oh, we clowning them. We clown, like, yo, we clown them in a way like, you know what's up, but at the same time, like, we gon' check on you as well. Like, we had one friend we hadn't seen on the Polo, because we use Marco Polo. We hadn't seen on the Polo in like 3 days. And so we texting her and she's not really responding, but we know she good because her Instagram stories was updated every day. But it was funny because I saw her husband post something. I guess she wasn't feeling well, and so he had turned on the camera at the house. It was like, oh, I found her. She was, you know, laying in bed asleep. And so, of course, I screenshot the Insta story and I sent in the group chat. I was like, hey guys, we found her. So for those who was wondering where Tamia was, guess what, y'all? I found her. That is like our venting. That is like that's our safe space. So anything, it's crazy the stuff that goes on in this group chat. Anything that is bothering us, anything that's great that's happened, anything we want to share, there is no judgment in this group, and everything is thrown out there. And you know, it's like, it's just a no judgment zone, you know, and I think everyone needs that type of friends or family or somebody, because that's good for one, your mental health, one, to like have somebody to confide in. It's just good all the way around. None of us live in the same city or state. Like, I live in Illinois, Amber lives in Tennessee, Nika lives in Atlanta, Tamia lives in Connecticut, Anne-Marie lives in Texas. Oh, Francesca, she does live in Atlanta, but she's working a lot, so Nika and Francesca gonna see each other a lot. So it's very important. So like, we know everything that's happening with each other at all times, but that bond that was built has really, really, really helped. So that is something I learned, the true meaning of checking up on somebody and the true meaning of like real, raw friendship. You just need it. And especially like for me, because I didn't have a sister. So like, these are like my sisters, even though I do not call anybody my sister. That is a whole nother level and a half. Like, I'm sorry, I got one mama, one daddy, 2 brothers, no sisters, but I'll let them be my sisters. That's fine. Speaking up for yourself. So I know we discussed setting the market and owning it and everything, but speaking up for yourself. So contrary to my friend's beliefs, I was really, really shy. I didn't really talk much. And my dad will tell you, I don't remember this. I do remember it, but not that much. But my dad will tell you, he's like, the moment he knew that I could talk was my senior year, and something happened at school, or one of my teachers said something and I didn't agree with it. He came to like a parent-teacher conference, and he was like, I stepped from behind him and I was like, no, that's not how it happened. And my dad was like, I was so surprised. He was like, because you never talked. And of course, I don't know, that comes from me being like really shy. And I'm an introvert, as I told you guys that in my get to know me video. But It's just, I don't know. I'm learning, like, I'm 31 and I'm still learning how to like step up and speak for myself. But it's crazy because some of my friends, like the ones that I've met throughout the years, like post college, they're like, oh my gosh, we can never see you quiet and not speaking up for yourself. And I'm like, sis, yes, I will speak up, but there are sometimes I don't think I give myself enough power, enough justice, or whatnot. Like, I'll speak up on behalf of anybody. I'm there. You need somebody to stand up for you, I'm there. But sometimes I shortchange myself. And so that's why Dumars always tell me, no, you set the market, you stand up for yourself. You speak up for yourself, because no one can speak up for yourself the way that you speak up for yourself. So you basically, you dictate your own story when you speak up for yourself. If you don't like what people are saying out there about you, hey, you have to come out and say, this is my truth. And I've been in those moments where things have been said about me and those things were not true, and it got to the point where it could affect my job. And I'm like, and at first, I'm gonna be honest, I was like, screw it, I don't even care, because like, I don't fight lies. I just don't. Like, I'm just like when I found out about this situation, I was like, whatever, it's not the truth. I don't fight lies. So I didn't really feel like I needed to do anything. But my dad was like, no, you have to speak up for yourself. And so that was a moment where I had to like adult, like stand up, speak for yourself, and whatever happens is happening. But he was like, as long as you get your truth out, like your truth, that's because if you don't speak up for yourself, it's everybody else's truth against your silence. So those are some things that I have learned, or I am still learning, because I'm not an expert in it. But let me know if there's some other things that you think that I could be learning. So that would be nice, especially as we're about to go into this whole 2020 new year, new me. I can add some things on my list to do. But don't forget to click and subscribe and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Deuces.